I'm going to bake bread. Welcome. I was perusing my recipe section of Pinterest a few weeks ago, and this flourless flaxseed bread jumped out at me. And I thought, oh, I'm going to save that. That looks gorgeous. And this morning, I was reading through the ingredients, and lo and behold, I have all of them. So I love when that happens. First thing I need is flaxseed meal. Now, I know you're not supposed to buy the meal, you're supposed to buy the seeds and grind them yourself. And these were on sale the other day, so I bought 2 bags. I don't have a seed grinder, which is apparently what you're supposed to ultimately, ideally use. I have a food processor. We shall see how this goes. I need 2 cups of flaxseed meal. I'm doing 2 cups of flaxseed. That might result in slightly less than 2 cups of flaxseed meal. I suppose I can measure it once it's processed. Oh yeah. And if you're doing it in a food processor, you should just pulse gently so you don't over process. Here we go. Well, it looks like my flax seeds are completely impervious to the blades of my food processor. So I'm going to switch to a high-speed blender. Hope this works. Okay, if this doesn't work, I'm going to get myself a spice grinder. I did have one, but it broke. We lived outside for 5 months while we were doing our house up, and we lived in the garden, and the humidity in the summer destroyed my spice grinder. I've been wanting to get one anyway, a new one. Here goes. This appears to be doing the job. Just another little whirl, and okay, it's looking good. That should be fine for baking this bread. Oh, hang on. No, there's still some seed. I mean, I say it's fine, but how would I know when I've never baked this bread before? It's fine. So into a large mixing bowl goes the 2 cups of flaxseed meal. Hold on. Oh my God. Why do I have so much more than 2 cups? Did I accidentally put 3 cups in here or something? Okay, so either there's some kind of magic going on, or I've lost my mind and I've ended up with way more meal. Who knows? God, I'm really hot today. Next, I need half a cup of full flax seeds, half a cup of sunflower seeds, and a 1/4 cup of pumpkin seeds, 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, and 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt. Mix all of these together. What? Once they're all mixed, we start with wet ingredients, which are 4. Do you like my bowls? I love these Nigella bowls. If you know Nigella Lawson, I got these in a thrift store in Florida. Faith Farm, if you're ever near Fort Lauderdale, it was my favorite shop when I lived there. Furnished the whole house. It's especially good if you drive a truck. They give you great discounts if you can take the furniture away immediately. Anyway, it's got nothing to do with bread. What do we want now? A 1/4 cup of olive oil and half a cup of water, and just whisk. I'm not going to bother with an electric whisk. I don't think it's necessary. I've mentioned in a previous video that I'm on the lookout for breads that don't contain wheat, because because that's what I want to eat. But I now have a greater incentive. My hair has been receding for probably about 15 years now. Anyway, I was at a dermatologist this morning. My diagnosis is lichen planopilaris. It's an inflammatory condition. I want to focus on reducing the inflammation in my system. So, what a coincidence that I was just about to make this flaxseed bread, because flaxseed, pumpkin seed, these are all great things for doing just that. And another thing, okay, so now we fold the wet in with the dry and we don't overwork it. And as I was sitting in the waiting room, I got Wordle out on my phone. And today's Wordle was lichen, not spelled the same as my diagnosis, Liken, but it gave me some comfort. Okay, this is looking like a delicious, gooey, brown mix. I'm going to bake it now. And apparently mixing golden and brown flax seeds together gives a more interesting palette, more interesting taste. I've just got brown. But if this bread is a success, then it's the kind of thing that can be tweaked. So this is going to go into the oven at 170 Celsius, 350 Fahrenheit for 45 to 50 minutes. See you on the other side. It's been baking for 45 minutes. I've just taken it out. Feels very firm to the touch. I'm just going to make sure it's, ooh. Yeah, that's, looks good. Hollow sounding. I think that's a good test for bread. I'm not going to taste it just yet because it is piping hot. I also need to work out what I'm going to taste it with, because another part of my anti-inflammatory diet is no dairy, and I'm not sure what the point of bread is without butter. So while this cools, I shall I'll think about that one. I'm going to cut a little slice. It smells very wholesome. I'm going to dip it in some olive oil with salt. I was going to say that a little bit of butter won't kill me, but I do notice that when I give up dairy completely, I feel much clearer. And in the interest of not going totally bald, which is not the end of the world, I appreciate people are going through far worse things. But if I'm intent on reducing inflammation as best I can, then yeah, I can give up butter. Wow, this bread is quite something. I like it. I don't love the olive oil. And I was just saying recently in another video that I felt like I would be giving up butter soon. I must have had a premonition. It's really good. I take it back. I like the oil, the salt.